Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out GolfTopia. This is a game that you can normally find on Steam for about 20 bucks or so, but it was released back in 2021, and I have seen the game go for half off, 60% off. I highly recommend you pick it up, especially if you enjoyed an older game called Sid Meier's Sim Golf. Yeah, remember that name, Sid Meier? Well, anyway. Sid Meier's Sim Golf was a game that I played a lot of when I was younger, and it was a design your own golf course tycoon kind of game, and it let you do a lot of cool things. You even had your own golfer that you could name, and you can actually play golf. I mean, you could aim the ball from a top-down perspective, but you really couldn't. It wasn't like PGA Tour or anything like that. But I digress. So in this game, you're going to have this 3x3 grid, and you can adjust things to your liking: water, mountains, grass, temperature. You can change a lot of different parameters, and I like to make mine completely flat. And then from there, you can terraform the land to your heart's content. And there's a lot of different difficulty settings too that you can adjust as well. You can change economic difficulty, the weed difficulty, membership difficulty. People will be buying new memberships like bronze, silver, gold. Again, very akin to Sid Meier's Sim Golf. If you've, again, played that game, you'll be familiar with that concept. So yeah, and there's also various modifiers that you can enable, disable, make the game easier, harder, or just modify it the way you like. So already the game has a lot of replay value in that you can design different pieces of land and then try and create these golf courses around them with varying degrees of difficulty. Now, you're typically going to put down a tee, and then you're going to put down a green, and then you're going to put crap in between to both help and hurt your golfers. And what's cool is that each hole in this game is rated differently. It's given like a score based off of what your guests think of that hole. So for example, they've got these thoughts, and if you've got a lot of golfers sinking their ball into a sand trap or a water hazard, their opinion of the hole is going to go down and the hole rating is going to go down. However, if it's just a straight stretch of fairway and no other challenge, then the golfers will think, oh, this hole is too easy. So the challenge of this game, at least I found, is to design a hole that looks challenging but can be pretty much completed by anybody. And I say anybody because golfers in this game have different degree of skill. You can even test a hole prior to opening it to see, the different skill levels involved. Like the red ball shadows are like people that aren't very skilled, whereas the green ones are. So you can kind of see the average path that these different balls will take depending on the skill level of the golfer themselves. So again, what I try to do is I try to create a hole that's attractive, that looks difficult, it has all these hazards around it, but gives the golfer enough wiggle room to pretty much succeed almost every time. And I say almost because if they do succeed every time, then the whole difficulty goes down to 0, and then again you get a crappy rating on your hole. There's so many different ways your hole is graded. The lighting, decoration, the challenge, the difficulty, wait time, all that. And some holes even earn rewards. Again, very similar to Sid Meier's Sim Golf. You earn rewards on certain holes. Like this hole has a bunch of gadgets on it, so it's like a gadget. I don't know. It has some kind of gadget reward. This one is called Soaked or something because there's a water hazard there. And the big shtick of this, what separates this game from Sid Meier's Sim Golf, is its futuristic look and the use of gadgets. And gadgets in this game come in like rings of fire. There's fans that push the ball further. There's bouncy traps that like bounce the ball up in the air. These are just extra like sci-fi gadgets that make the golfers happier when they use them. So one thing I don't like is sometimes you're kind of reliant on these things to keep your golfers' mood in the positive. I try not to use them because like I like to design a classic course with a couple of shticks, but still like sometimes you are reliant on building these things. Now, as you get better, as you earn more money, you're going to be able to upgrade your clubhouse. And when you do, you can unlock new things to put down. Billboards, hover rentals. There's even like a driving range and a putting green and other things that you'll be able to unlock as well. Different decorations. And this is important because you have to upgrade your clubhouse in order to upgrade your hole count. At the start, you only can put down 3 holes. And then when you upgrade that, it's to 6 holes, and upgrade again to 9 holes, and so on. So in order to expand your course, you have to meet certain requirements in order to upgrade to the next tier. But then again, golfers become more picky as they upgrade their membership to bronze, to silver, to gold, and so on. So sometimes you have to go back to a previous hole that you've already designed and try and perfect it to see what's gone wrong with it, or why these people all of a sudden don't like this particular thing. So it's a constant adjusting of of the various holes that you have. Again, there's 18 holes total, but still, this is an amazing game. It doesn't get enough love. For a game that was released back in 2021, I only have about 22 hours in it. I would love to play more if I had more time. But this is as close to a Sid Meier's Sim Golf kind of game that you're going to get. So when you see it on sale, by all means, check it out. There's a lot of replayability here, and it's fun to boot. You'll sink your time into it. There is some waiting going on, like you'll have to wait for money to start rolling in before you can do anything else. So maybe have a movie or a show handy off to the side that you can watch while you're waiting for your income to roll in. But yes, this is great. GolfTopia. This is the Sid Meier's Sim Golf game, the sequel that I've always wanted. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.